getting you the evidence you need to bust a cheater. This is Dave Ryan's War of the Roses, 101.3 KDWB.
So this War of the Roses, when I saw the email, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. He wants to do War of the Roses on another guy, but it's not his boyfriend.
No.
And I'm like, I had to read it like 3 times, and I think I went on to another one. I came back to it because now I get it and I like it. So Michael has a friend named April. How long have you known? How do you know April? Did you used to date her, Michael, or what's the story with April?
We went to college together.
Okay.
And we just became good friends. And, like, we never dated, but we were just good friends, knowing each other for a long time. So that's basically a good friend.
No, I totally get that. Allison had some guy friends that she never dated in college and that she is still close to. So she's just friends with them.
But people are going to assume you like her more than that if you're doing roses to catch the guy she's dating. So you can confirm there's never been, like, feelings or lines crossed or anything.
No. I mean, we joke around, things like that. But no, never. She's had, different boyfriends. I've had different girlfriends, and, like, we're all friends together.
Okay.
Totally get that. I got a friend that I've had for years. We've never dated, and we're still friends. And, she's married. So I totally get that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it about the guy that she's seen now that you want to trap him and you want to show to April that he is a dog by doing War of the Roses? Why don't you like this guy, and what have you got on this guy anyway?
I don't know. April maybe picks the wrong guy sometimes. And this guy, Chad, is... he's just a lot. It's just when you're around him, that, like, something's off, and he's just kind of all about himself. And he's got, like, he's got kids. He's got 2 kids from 2 different moms. And, like, no judgment, but, like, that's, and he's only 24.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 24, 2 kids, 2 different moms.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like, slow down. He's got vanity plate. I don't know, like a vanity plate where you make up your own, license plate.
I
or
do
something funny.
know what a vanity plate is, but what does that have to do with anything?
It's very much like, look at me, and I need attention, and it's, I've never met anyone in my life with a vanity plate who isn't a sex maniac.
Okay, that can't be true. There's got to be people who got a vanity plate that are not a sex maniac.
Well, my buddy
maybe,
has one.
I don't know.
Is he a sex
I
maniac?
haven't done the research. Maybe, I don't know.
Who do you know that's got a vanity plate, Fallon?
Well, I don't know if he still does, but he did, because Steve and I used to make fun of him. Our old web guy, Mike, he always had one, and we mocked him, and he said it was a thing where he lived in Wisconsin, and then Steve confirmed that everyone he knows from North Dakota has one, too, or something. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
What was Mike's vanity plate?
I think it was just his last name.
Was it Horn Dog?
It was
Okay.
not.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Michael, is Chad's vanity plate Horn Dog?
Oh, God.
It should be. Maybe it was taken. It is so stupid. It just says,
Want to get Horn Dog? Can I get Horn
Can I
Dog
get that
2?
airbrushed?
can I get Horn Dog 1? I don't know.
Oh, my God.
It
All
just
right.
says Broom, like BROM, like he's going fast. It's silly.
Are you serious? Okay. That's a sex maniac right there. Okay. So the evidence we have against this guy is you get a bad vibe, and you've met him apparently several times, so you're getting a bad vibe.
Yeah.
You say that didn't you say something in your email about how he doesn't call or text her until, like, later at night?
Oh, yeah. That's, like, the telltale sign when, like, a guy doesn't text you only until, like, after 10 at night.
What does that mean?
You
What does
know,
that
like,
show?
He's like, he has some other girl on the side. He's doing other stuff. And now, like, he's, after 10 o'clock, he can finally text. And then he's like, I was at work and blah, 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 blah. I mean, he's like, a pet groomer. I don't know, like, what kind of pet emergencies are going on until 10 p.m.
Okay, pet groomers aren't even working right now. So, okay.
No, they're back.
Are they back now?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Elliot has an appointment Wednesday.
Shut the front door. This is big news for Josie. Okay. Okay, Michael, it's been fun talking to you, and I love your idea that anybody who has a vanity plate is a sex maniac. Now, what we're going to do in a second here, we're going to make a phone call to this guy, Chad. You're going to be listening in, so you're hoping to be able to prove to April that he's going to choose the wrong girl, send the roses to the wrong girl. You're going to then, like, play her back on the podcast and say, look, he did this.
What if he chooses the right girl, though, and then you kind of screw up your friendship from meddling?
April meddles in my life. She's always saying something about someone I'm dating.
Okay.
So she better be cool with this.
Mutual meddling then, okay.
I like it. So, okay, you get along that way. Okay, and so we're going to take a break here for a second. Then when we come back, we're going to call, and we're going to talk to Chad and give him the whole story about how if he takes this fake survey, we'll send roses, and who do you want to send roses to? And you're guessing that he's going to pick somebody else. Now, let me ask you a question. So if you're listening to the show, is Michael right about people with personalized license plates? Also, do you think that he has enough evidence that he should be doing War of the Roses? And is it even right for a friend to do War of the Roses on the behalf of somebody that he knows? So there's all kinds of questions, and we need answers. So call me at 651-989-KDWB or text me at KDWB1. We'll make it short. We'll take a couple of phone calls, then we'll get right to the action, and we'll call Chad next on KDWB. 3 KDWB on the Dave Ryan Show. We are about to make the phone call on War of the Roses, but we talked about license plates, and according to Michael, anybody who has a Vanity license plate is a sex maniac. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, never date a guy named Kyle, because Kyles are so. This means somebody met a guy named Kyle, and then he was rotten, and then they met another guy named Kyle, and he was rotten. That doesn't mean all Kyles are rotten.
No.
So I'm going to guess Michael has known 2 or 3 people that had Vanity plates, and they were sex maniacs.
Well, people are already judging the name Chad also, but this one says, I've seen the vroom plate around town. Total asshat, at least driving. Agree that is a huge red flag.
But this might be the right vroom, because when you spell vroom, if somebody has VROOM, you might be VROOOM.
Oh, yeah, they
or
have
zeros. That's the other big one that I see a lot of
You're
times.
right. So if you see somebody with a vroom license plate, don't assume that it's Chad and go, I heard you on War of the Roses, you awful person.
This one says, my mom's license plate is Later's baby from 50 Shades of Grey. Sex maniac.
The Vanity plates are a real thing. All horn dog ones. Another one, everybody in my family has Vanity plates. Barbecue for you, a la carte, and Scream for ICZ Chef. I don't get that one, but I like it.
This says, every time I drive by a custom plate, I'm going to have to slow to drive by to see what the sex maniac looks like.
The real problem is his name is Chad. Stay away from all Chad bros. They're all the same. Here's one. My personalized license plate says, Go Twins, and I'm not a sex maniac, LOL.
Can confirm about North Dakota vanity plates. They're like $20, and there's approximately 5 people in the state, so every plate is available. Source, I have one, LOL.
I see a North Dakota plate almost every day on my way home because it's 94 heading to Rogers, and every one of them, Vanity.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about War of the Roses. If you didn't hear it, we're reading text messages at KDWB1. That's our short code, 53921, with people commenting before we make the phone call. To give you a little background, in case you missed the first half, Michael is best friends, really good friends with a girl named April. They're not romantic. They're just good friends. April is seeing this guy named Chad, and apparently Michael doesn't like Chad because he says Chad is a total player. How do you know? Well, a couple of different things. He doesn't call her until later in the night. He's got 2 kids with 2 different moms, and he's 24. Hey, that happens. And then he's got the license plate that says Vroom on it, and he says that means he's a sex maniac. Let's play a little trick on Chad and let him think that he is going to take a survey.
Yeah.
And if he takes a survey, well, we're going to give him a little bonus. We're going to give him a dozen red roses to send anywhere he wants to. Hopefully he sends them to April. Let's find out what happens right now.
Chad, we're going to get you a dozen long-stem romantic roses. I will send those out. I'll make a note to have them out by the end of the week.
Okay.
So who's the recipient of these roses? We'll need a first and last name.
Yeah, you could put it to Dana.
Dana, okay. And then, like with most flowers, you can attach a note if you would like. We'll put it on a card with the roses as we bundle those up and ship them. What would you like the note on the card to say?
You can just write SUP. Should be all right.
Like S-U-P?
Yeah, SUP, SUP. Should be fine.
Oh, that doesn't sound very committal for romantic roses.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm not sending roses to someone I'm really in love with, you know. Not kind of serious relationship.
I totally get it. Been there before.
So, can I ask you kind of a question there, Chad? I mean, are there several girls that you thought of maybe sending roses to that you're not in a serious relationship with, or?
If you want to be honest with you, yeah, there's a couple others. Yeah, I'm just not really kind of the relationship type, you know. Got a
I'm kind of seeing a couple others on the side. I'm a young man. I'm only 24 years old, so I'm not really trying to do the whole serious relationship thing, you know. By the way, who are you?
Oh, really good question. This is where things get a little bit dicey. Didn't we used to play a hockey horn at this part?
We only did one time, and it's like it was alarming, as it should be.
It's like the awkward alarm, so
Yeah.
we'll throw in a hockey horn here if we have one. But let me explain what's going on. A guy named Michael called me. My name's Dave, and I work at KDWB. And then Fallon, and we talked to Michael, and Michael said that his best friend, one of his best friends, April, is dating you. And she was, she really likes you a lot, but Michael said that you're kind of a player, and one of the reasons he knows that is because you have a personalized license plate.
Vroom.
Do you have a license plate that says Vroom?
I do have a vanity plate that says room. I do. Yes, I do.
So he says that he thinks that you just give off a vibe of like kind of being a player, and that
Sounds like he was right.
And then you said,
Micah doesn't really know me. He's in no position to talk about me like that.
But
He
it's
doesn't know
funny.
me. He doesn't know.
well, that's probably true, but he did pick up on the vibe that you would probably send the roses maybe to somebody else, and you sent them to Dana. And not to April, and I'm going to guess that do you think that April probably would have expected you to send roses to her?
Yeah, probably. But,
Listen to him squirm. You can actually physically see him squirming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, just so you know,
I don't know.
just so you are aware, Michael is on the phone because he's the one that put us up to this.
He is?
Yeah.
Michael, any thoughts now that you basically trapped him?
I was right. I mean, I totally knew this would happen this way.
And he did say there are several other girls that he's kind of seen, too.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think you should leave April alone.
So your game plan, you said earlier, was going that if he sent him to the wrong person, you were going to play this audio back for April later to prove that you're right.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Like, this whole thing was wrapped up in, like, got to show April that, like, this guy isn't the one, and like, she really likes him, and, like, it talks about him a lot. I don't know. And then, like, to think that, like, she let him do it with her is, like...
Oh, my God. That's very
I guess so. Okay.
personal.
All right.
She hasn't done that before.
All right.
Yeah, she hasn't done that before.
But
April told you about that? Jesus.
Yeah, apparently April told you. You remember that night, Chad.
I didn't expect
Yeah,
everyone else to find out.
And that's when I was like, well, I mean, at the very least, at least she's not going to get pregnant because I know you have, like, kids with other women.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I feel sorry for April
Me
because,
too, yeah.
Hey, Michael, you're a good friend to do this. Chad, you're a dog. We'll watch for your license plate out of the street.
Vroom, vroom.
And thanks for being on.
That was Dave Ryan's War of the Roses on 101.3 KDWB.
I love this text message. It says, I am a sex maniac and I don't have a vanity plate. I love it.
All he says is sup. Sounds like absolute trash. Also an idiot if he doesn't immediately question why a second person is on the phone. She's better off without him. Being named April myself, I hope she realizes intelligence is important for her next boyfriend.
Well, he's going to play it for her and then see what she says about it. Somebody says via text, one of the best War of the Roses ever. Thanks for waking me up in such a great way. This guy on the War of the Roses is the worst. Michael doesn't even know me. Well, you just did get caught saying you're a player. Another one says, all he says on the card is sip. Sounds like absolute trash. Yeah, you read that one a minute ago. And then somebody says, I have a license plate that says juice bag. I wrote back and I said, what does that even mean?
They love Capri Sun.
I guess so.